Good evening, I'm Giuseppe Basile, I'm the Renaissance Trader. You can find at the website www.fibstalker.com. I also post regularly on Twitter using the @fibstalker nickname. Good evening, today is February the 3rd, 2014, and in this video I'm going to provide a quick review of all the 11 markets I follow. It's a daily update. I'm going to post this on the website as well as send to my newsletter subscribers who get the update in the weekends. So let's start from the daily chart of the euro. The euro dollar is what you see on the screen here. You know that I'm looking at this measure move, and we have participation at 137.20 here, and we have two targets on the downside. The first one at 134.70, and we didn't get there just yet, and the second 133.35. So yesterday I've indicated a measure move that is the important measure move in that continued this move lower, as we can see here. We touched and went beyond the first target 135.70, and we went also beyond the second target 135.18. So now we have we had actually yesterday a continuation, and as you can see today on Tuesday, because the new bar which is forming here is the Wednesday bar. This is a daily chart. As we can see, Tuesday went to just into that 135.40 area here and started moving lower, and we can also verify that this move actually has been confirmed. As you can see here, this level, the 134.98, was pushed on the downside. So there is still time to get into this trade. 135.16 with a stop 135.56, so it will be 40 pips here for a trade that has 200 pips of potential now, because we know that next level of important support is going to come for this market at 133. Sorry, that's not the right trace. The right trace comes from the lows in July last year, and we know that we have a support at 133.20. That's where we are. We will get to, and the first target is going to be this 134.45, and the second target is 134 basically, but then we will get a continuation low. So very good opportunity here for a 5 to 6 reward for this trade. The SP 500 gave a very important signal. Those who follow me know that I've been looking at this extension long here on the daily chart, and this is a very important trace, and the 135, the 1735 level was a very important level, and as you can see here, Monday long bar losing to the SP 500 more than 2% actually broke this level 1735 on the downside, and so what we are likely going to see here is a continuation, and this market is moving in extensions, and actually we could make the case that the second target was not hit just yet. So this market could just continue lower. If we get a retracement, there is going to be a buying opportunity, because if we look at the behavior of this market since the lows in 2009, we know that the next level of support might well come when we trace the measure move from this level, the 1308. And the reason we use that anchor is that is part of the sequence of measure move higher on the weekly chart. So the next level of support is 1577. So if you think that the SP 500 cannot get there before we get a sensible bounce. Well, that's what program trading is doing at the moment. There will be bounces on the way probably, but there should not be durable bounces. So there will be a level, for example, level support in 1693, but eventually a price will need to test and get into this 1577, the same way as the price went to test that previous extension. Moving to the dollar index, not a lot to say here. We just know that we can trace lows to highs in different ways here, and we get anyway support, and as the euro is continuing lower, the dollar will continue higher. The gold here, we have a resistance, which is the next measure move lower, but so far this resistance starting in the area 1271 was not able to break the sequence of measure move higher on the daily chart, and we can see this sequence of measure move higher very clearly. Support 1214, first target 1263, and then the next measure move was not actually broken, and as we can see there was support right at that 61%, 1237. So this market is experiencing support and participation on the upside at 1244, notwithstanding and despite strength in the dollar. US dollar versus Japanese yen. We have a number of levels here. The first one we were looking at, and actually you can actually verify on the newsletter I've sent you in the weekend. There is this 101.54 level, which is a level of support, which is one of the levels where we could expect or anticipate program trading coming in. As you can see, the first 101.54 was pierced, and there is the possibility that this market just continue lower into the next level, which is 19.958. So not a lot to do at the moment in this market, and there are also levels below in case we break this 98.19. So you can review the newsletter. The same thing for the euro versus Japanese yen. The difference here is that as you will remember, the extension long has broken already, so this move higher at the moment is completed, and we know that there are a number of levels that we have to keep in mind, and which one of these is definitely the next level, and this is the 132.22. We might get support there. However, you have to remind you that probably this market will continue going lower until the euro dollar will find support, and the euro dollar is anticipated to find support at 129.70. So it is possible that this market will just continue lower into 128.55. If you are on a short, no need to remove that short before we get into 132.20. If we get a bounce here at the end of the bounce, when the sequence of measured move on the smaller time frame is completed, then there will be the signal to short this market into 132.20. Pound versus Japanese yen, same levels here, and as we can see here, we are now testing seriously this level of continuation extension long. As we can see, this move by price into first and second target, and now we will need to test whether program trading is going to support this level. As you can see here, so far the 61.8% held, but and there's also this 20-day moving average is supporting price a little bit, but I believe that it is very possible that this market will keep moving lower, and the first level is definitely going to be a level where we could get a bounce. Could be the 161 basically, but this market is going to continue lower, and another level we have to watch is definitely this 156.30. Moving to the pound versus the US dollar here, you will remember that in the weekend I gave you two levels. If we get a deep retracement, and that's what I've been looking for so far, we should see price at 160.50 here. At the moment we are just testing the old way back here, and as you can see we also had participation at this 162.60, a level that I gave you the weekend. Below 160, 165, we go and test 160.50, and I anticipate a continuation lower here, so a break of this 160, 165. If we are in a short, no reason to sell, to buy back this market. You can ride it up, I believe, at least into 160.50. Moving to Australian dollar versus US dollar, we have got this is the 240-day moving average. But let's start from the daily. We got this huge bar higher, and we know that we still have to see lower levels, and you will remember that this market has a target also on the weekly. It has a target in the area of 185.40, and so we hit the first target 187.10, so just looking for a continuation lower that didn't happen. I don't see support on the weekly chart for this market, so at the moment what I'm considering is just trade into the next level of resistance here, the area starting at 089.60. Now if we move to the 20-40 minutes here, we can see that there's a measure move that failed initially, but that then started working. That's something that we could only witness after the fact. Actually, beginning from yesterday, we had support at 087.42, but this is a very good information as well, because this move higher shows this market moving on the 20-40 minutes in extension. So we also have the next setup here now, and this is very important because, as you can see, 088 is acting as support. If the market continues higher, we have two more target which are represented by these two, 089.70 and 090.10, and where we could see this market. Now if we break on the other side the 88.68, this could be an indication for a continuation of this trend. Just one important thing I want to stress is that the setup I showed you before, which is the setup from the same anchor that brought price in target, is this one. So this is still possible that we, even if we fail the 088, we just get into this first target, and this would line up with this 089.70. So if we move below 088.67, and then we continue higher into this level of resistance, 089.70, then 089.70 becomes a very good high reliability point where we can sell this market for a continuation lower. US versus the Canadian dollar, you know that I was looking at this extension long, and actually we hit target, and the next measure move failed here. So at this point I think we're going to see a continuation lower. We could see yet another bounce from the 20-day moving average when we get there, but this sequence seems completed now. So what we are going to see is probably a retest of this 109.10, and again, if we get after we fail this 110.52, if we get a bounce higher, that's a sell. And finally, the New Zealand versus the US dollar. As you can see here, price got into this area, but it was not bears were not able to keep selling this market, so we had this reaction higher. Now there is then still supported this in these areas we were anticipating. However, price got into a short, daily short here, so it's a battle between bulls and bear. What I would do, I would give a little bit more credit to the bear at the moment, because we saw 08110 not being respected. So it means that if we get a violation of the next measured move higher, so if price gets below 81.80, then we will need to give credit to this measure move short and this measure move short as target below. But as you can see here, at the moment we are getting participation on the upside, 081.95, and we have targets above 082.80 and 083.30. So I hope this video is useful. I wish you a very good evening and very good trading day and continuation of trading week. If you want to receive this information or study my work, please go to www.philipstalker.com. I also have a few research papers there. I'm very active in researching these patterns and program trading, as well as studying high frequency trading. I'm aligned, I'm a CTA aligned to the IFTA, the International Federation of Technical Analysts, and you can give a look to my work and let me know what you think. Thanks a lot, and have a great evening. Bye bye now.